'Twas on a summer's evening, all in the month of May, down by a flowery garden, where Betsy she did stray. I ever heard a fair maid in sorrow to complain, all for her absent lover that blows the raging main. My name is Delaney. It's a name that won't shame me. And if I'd saved money, I would never have learned. But drinking and sporting, night rambling and courting are the cause of all my ruin and absence from home. Now had I the riches that are in the Indies, I'd put rings on her fingers and gold in her ears, and there on the banks of her lovely Bann River, in all kinds of splendor, I'd live with my dear. If you meet me at the Red Barn, as sure as I have life, I will take you to Ipswich town and there make you my wife. He straight went home and fetched his gun, his pickaxe and his spade. He went unto the Red Barn and there he dug a grave. Come, all you thoughtless young men, a warning take by me, to think on my unhappy fate, to be hanged upon a tree. My name is William Corder, to you I do declare. I courted Maria Marten, most beautiful and fair. I promised I would marry her upon a certain day. Instead of that, I was resolved to take her life away. I went unto her father's house the 18th day of May, and I dreamed I was inhabiting the fields and woods among, with my true love beside me, and a jug of ale in hand. But I woke quite broken hearted out in Van Dieman's land. So come all you gallant poachers, give ear unto my song. It is a bit of good advice, although it be not long. Lay by your dog and snare, to you I do speak plain. If you knew the hardships we endure, you ne'er would poach again. One morning in the month of May, when all the birds were singing, I saw a lovely lady stray across the fields at break of day, and softly sang around the lake. The tide flows in, the tide flows out, twice every day returning. A sailor's wife at home was wide. She halted heavily, she sighed. He parted from me a bride, just as the tide was a-flowing. The tide flows in, the tide flows out, twice every day returning. The tide flows in, the tide flows out, twice every day returning.
Near Hal-An-Tow, as I have heard them tell, there once was a white hare that used therefore to dwell. She's been hunted by beagles and greyhounds so fair, but there's ne'er a one amongst them could come near this old white hare. With me right fall the diddle-o, right fall the day. They went unto the place where the white hare used to lie. They uncoupled the beagles and beginning for to try. They uncoupled the beagles and beat the bushes round. But there was never a white hare, not there to be found. With me right fall the diddle-o, right fall the day. There was Jim Smith the huntsman and Tom the whipper-in, went down to yonder fern side to see if she be in. With that she took a jog, me boys, and away she did run. And yonder she is going, don't you see, a gentleman with me right for the diddle-o, right for the day. Before it known, and all of them were crying tally-ho, with me right for the diddle-ho, right for the day. There was 20 good beagles that caused her for to die. There wasn't a one among them above or foot high. The number of the beagles that never could be found, and never was there such hunting upon our English ground. With me right for the diddle-o, right for the day.
Robin Hood and Little John, they both are gone to Pharaoh, and we were to the greenwood to see what they do there. And for to chase the buck and doe. Hal-An-Tow, jolly run below, for we are up as soon as any day, for to fetch the summer home, the summer and the May. For summer is a coming in and winter to say she cannot